Well, welcome everybody to this vision board training session. I decided I was going to do this before New Year's. At first, I was hesitating. I was thinking, you know what, I'll just do it in the new year. But I decided to do it now, and simply because it's time to get 2021 started. I don't know about you, but 2020 has been an absolute fun year and crazy year for a lot of us. And I know often, there's a lot of distractions that happen in 2021 or 2020 that has kind of thrown us all in a loop. The key is not to stay there, but to move forward and to continually grow from that. So, just a minute. I just wanted to get rid of that for a second. Okay. All righty. So, uh, everybody have a pen and a piece of paper or papers because you might have a lot of things you want to create. And I really want to keep you focused in the now. I want you to focus in only this session. I know we all have busy lives, and I know you probably have something that you're going to run to right after, or something that just happened before that got you a little bit off track, got you a little bit distracted. And I want you to be present in the moment. I think a lot of time people take courses and trainings, and I know I'm like that too sometimes. And there's just so many things going on, and you don't get what you want to get out of a session. So just give me an hour of your time, and then life will go on after. Okay. And I know that some of you have your kids around. I love this. I think it's fabulous. I think that kids really open us adults up to dreaming, and I'll talk about that in this session. And I think it's important that when you create your vision boards, when you create your dreams, your family are part of the process. And it's nice that they're part of the process of creating it. So I'm so happy that some of you have invited your kids to the session, and watch, they're going to blow your minds. Right, guys? All right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy Sellers Gingras, and my husband Chris and I, we have three daughters and we have a son. We both come from past marriages, so we don't have any children together. We brought our family into it. We call ourselves a Brady Bunch. And I also have six grandchildren. And that is really our true motivation in creating everything that we're doing today. Every stage of your life, you have a reason why you're doing it. And whatever your stage is absolutely amazing. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been entrepreneurial all my life. Really, I have. I started out very, very young. I don't know if any of you did this, but uh, I always wanted to make money as a kid. And I would take my mom's lemonade packages, or fresh lemonade, and I'd go and I'd find places where there was construction workers, and I'd set up a table and I do the lemonade stand, and I come home with money. And I often told my mom I took this stuff after the process, and then she saw that I was bringing money in, so she would encourage it. So these are things that I always did. I always found a way through creativity on earning money. So any of you kids out there, don't make an excuse of not making money. Talk to your parents, find ways that you could earn some income, because I think it's really good to have that independence and not be dependent on other people to create an amazing life. Okay, so find ways, and I'm going to help you open that creativity by what I'm going to share with you today. All right. So I've always been an entrepreneur. I used to own a swimsuit designing company. I had employees, 11 employees at one point. I had a manufacturing part of my company. I had a boutique part of my company. And I did that for about 12, 13 years. And I literally burnt out. and I was looking for something else that I could generate an income to be at home and to be able to have that freedom to come and go whenever I felt like it. And I think a lot of people are really looking for that, is that freedom to be able to earn extra money and to be able to, and in some cases, that could be your main income. You may have a job right now. And if you have a job, you might want to look for a plan B. Okay. So being an entrepreneur is a really, really great thing to create your own independence. Okay. And then I'm also an author with my husband. We wrote a book called Freedom Formula, Breaking the Cycle of Poverty, through our profession, which is network marketing. We build home based businesses. And we've been doing it for many, many years. So it's about finding your niche. I think that's what's critical, is to find your niche. So a little bit about why we do what we do. And this is it. This is the reason why my husband and I, we never stop dreaming. We never stop setting goals. We always move towards lots of great things that we desire to have in our life. And this is our driving force. This is what's on my screensaver, is my family. And the reason why is because every single time I make an excuse, have you ever done that? Make an excuse? Every single time I make an excuse of why I don't want to do something in the moment or that day, I look at my screen saver because it tells me why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so this is one thing that you'll want to nail down in the process of creating your vision boards. Okay, these grandkids, see these grandkids right here, these five little ones and this one here, these are our grandchildren. And that's what motivates me every single day to achieve. We're building an incredible legacy, not only for our families, but families around the world. My husband and I, we sponsor a lot of families, helping them with education, helping to feed children. We do lots of things because we can, because we've created an income that we're able to give back and do many things. And so I wanted to share with you that your past does not determine your future. I know you've heard it over and over and over again. Your past does not determine your future, but how many times do you actually bring this into your life, often without even realizing it? Often it comes in our words as well. You know, often people make excuses of why they can't do what they desire to do because of something of the past that has happened to you in your past, or you know, somebody has told you what you are and what you're worth. And don't believe anything anybody says to you unless it's moving you towards your goals and your dreams. Don't let anybody determine who you are, who you're going to become. You need to set your sail and ride. You really do. You need to set your own sail and get out there and make it happen. Doesn't matter what age you are listening into this, you are in control of your life. Okay. And always, always listen to people who are going to support you in your dreams and not pull you back because of things that they have not been able to earn or make. And I'm sharing this with you from so much experience growing up. I could tell you story and story and story. I mean, a lot of it is in our book, of all the people around me that were not serving me to move forward to live the life that we're living today. And I tend to let a lot of that go. And here's how I do it. I love everybody for who they are and where they're at. And I do what serves me moving forward. Okay. So always think about that. And the reason I have a blank screen is because today is a new day. And today you are creating your new life. 2021 is your new beginning. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday or a week ago or a month ago or a year ago or more. None of that matters because it's already done. So many people live in the past. And those who live in the past are never going to achieve the things that they desire, they want in their life. They'll never achieve it. You got to let go. It's okay to have memories of the past, but you got to let go of the things that happened yesterday because it's not who you are. You are who you are today. Okay, so let go. How many of you are ready to let go? In the chat section, just put a Y. If you're ready to let go, just put a Y in the chat section. Let go. All righty. So awesome. Okay. So if you want new results moving forward, you need a new mindset. You need a new mindset. Often people want new results, yet they don't do anything. They don't change anything here, or they don't change anything in the way they act in their learning process. They don't change anything around them to be able to attract it into their lives. If you want new results in 2021, you have to be ready to let go of some excuses, all excuses, let go of procrastination, let go of the people who are holding you back. You may be married to them, they may be family members to you. Again, I have to say, love them where they're at. You need to make a decision to move forward and achieve the goals and dreams that you truly desire. And that requires focus and a positive mindset and a knowing that you're going to have it. You got to know that you're going to have it. And you need to speak that you're going to have it and bring it into reality as if I am. I often do this on a daily basis. I am creating a digital course. This is my future, but I am creating it. I am fit, and this is something that I truly desire to be, do, and have is to get to that next level of fitness or whatever it is. Think about all the things that you truly desire. Well, whatever you truly desire, this mindset has to align with that desire. And you have to speak it as if you already have it. And don't talk about the past to take that power away. Okay, you need to speak into the person you are now and to speak into your future. Okay, moving forward. Anytime you catch yourself saying words that are holding you back, that are keeping you in your past, you have to recognize that and start speaking in the now and moving it into the future. Okay, and you got to recognize these things. I think so many times we just we have conversations, or we're talking to ourselves, or we're thinking in the moment, and we tend to bring some of the negative things that have happened. And you got to let that go. Seriously, until you let that go, you're not going to achieve the things that you truly desire to have in your life moving forward. So write that down. I am a new person. I have a new mindset, and I am creating my new results. I am a new person. I have a new mindset, and I am creating new results. 2020 is going to be an outstanding year. Okay, so these are the 4 stages of growth, and we all go through them. And I want you to recognize them. And the reason why is because every time you get stuck, please take a picture of this screen. Because every time you get stuck or you're not moving towards what you desire, then I want you to look at these 4 stages of growth. Okay? Comfort zone. How many of you are in a comfort zone right now? I want you to be honest with yourself through this whole process. Okay? Are you in a comfort zone right now? Are you in a comfort zone? Put a Y for yes in the chat box. Are you in a comfort zone right now? Because that is what's keeping you from all the dreams and desires you truly want. Comfort zone. You think it's safe? Comfort zone? I'm telling you, it is the worst place to be. We think we're comfortable, but I'm telling you, it is the worst place to be in your life. You will never get the results that you want in the goals that you're going to create if you stay comfortable, because comfortable is really not comfortable. It really isn't. And you're going to know that when you get out of it. Okay? Get out of your comfort zone. Bottom line, just get out of the comfort zone. Let me make an example. I think it was about a year and a half ago. We were going on a company trip, and the company offered a free, some free activities that we could do. Some of you were there that are on this session. And one of the activities was skydiving. And most people didn't put their name on the list. Why? Because that was a safe place to be, is not putting your name on the list, right? That's a comfort zone, right? So they don't have to worry about the risk. If you want great things in your life, you have to take some risks in your life, okay? And if you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never know how great it will be if you try something. So what does Tammy do? She decides that she's going to put her name on the list, and I put Chris's name on the list immediately. And it's funny because as soon as the team members started to see that, other team members started to put their name on the list. So even though the comfort zone was there, people started to move into that fear zone. It was scary, but we're going to learn and try it anyways. If Chris and Tammy are doing it, then let's do it. And then we all moved into this totally new mindset after the jump. It was the most amazing experience ever. I remember sitting on the plane, and we were circling the ocean. And I remember that feeling that I had. My heart was racing, and I just wanted to go back to that comfort zone. And we're already geared up. We're already ready to jump. And we had no choice but to make it happen. And the fear was there. Trust me, the adrenaline was there. The fear was there. But then I made that decision that this was going to be the best learning experience ever. And I decided to let go and have a new experience. And when we did, it was such a rush. It was such a rush. And I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to do it in Dubai. And that is because I've let go. I went into that learning and that growth zone, okay, of living the dream, conquering the fears. So if I can do it, and Chris did it, anybody can do it. And I remember everybody jumping, and they were just so grateful that we put our names on the list. Okay, so sometimes you got to be the leader and lead. Maybe you're the leader in the family. I don't know. Maybe one of your kids are the leaders in your family. Follow the people who are leading and then become that leader. So you will go through every stage in this process of learning. okay, and get to the growth zone, whatever it takes. Get out of that comfort zone, go into the fear zone, because I can tell you one thing: fear is false evidence appearing real. It's only created in your mind. And until you let go of that and go into the learning zone to see what you can learn from the experience, then only in that moment you can go into the growth zone to get to another level. Okay, so I really want you to follow this process every single step of the way. This slide, I want to talk about children, because they are our greatest dreamers ever. You know, I remembered as a child, every time I told my parents that I was going to do something big, I always knew as a child that I was different. I always knew as a child that I was up to big things. And I always, no matter how scared I was, I would move towards it, despite all the people holding me back. And I remember the mindset of our parents, because they grew up in an environment that they had the same mindset of, this is only for people who have money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Ask your father has the money. All kinds of these mindsets that my parents had, that were instilled into us as kids. But even though all of this was happening, kids are dreamers. They really are. Kids are dreamers. They are the best, because there's no limiting beliefs um, that they have. They have their capes on. The limiting beliefs are the parents or the teachers or their environment, their social environment. But they have these superhero capes on, and they want everything. Anybody who has kids know that they want everything. There's no limit, because they don't understand the limit yet. The limit starts to happen when we start to go to school, when we start to get jobs, when we start to make an income and our income doesn't match our dreams. That's when we really start to cut the dreams in our lives. So learn from kids. Be childlike when you're dreaming, always. Okay, so you can start putting some amazing things into your being. All right, I'm saying that it's so powerfully, because I still go back as a childlike person when I create my vision boards. I don't let any financial situation limit anything that I truly desire to be, do, and have. I don't let any limitation happen. I'm a high school. I barely made it through high school, you guys. Barely made it through high school. I'm not highly educated. I've always wanted to go out in the workforce and become an entrepreneur and learn from experiences. And I've always followed my dreams. Okay, so these are the things that you want to be doing. Always move towards them. So here's a 5-step process, because I was talking to so many people in the last few days, some people that sent me their vision boards, which was awesome, awesome. But there's a 5-step process to achieving a dream. It's not just about putting things on your vision board. And I want to walk you through the process, okay? Step number 1, it's the thought process, is thinking about what you desire. That's step number 1. We all do this every single day. You walk around, you see something, and you go, "Oh gosh, it'd be great if I had that." Or, guys, maybe you've seen a car on a lot, or somebody drove by with a nice car, and you thought, "Gosh, I wish I had the money to easily buy that." Or whatever it is that you desire, it always starts with a thought process. Okay, that's step number 1. A lot of people stop there. They don't go into step number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have to have the whole process if you want to achieve things into your life. So I want you to take a screenshot of this, and I want you to follow this process every single time you create a desire. that you want to have in your life. Because we want to take this from a board, from a thought process to reality for you to attract it into your life. Step number 2 is you need to know what you want. You need to write a list of things that you want. So now you're in the writing mode, you're creating it. Okay, step number 3 is you want to categorize it into 5 F's. And we're going to go through the 5 F's. You're going to categorize your goals. And then number 4 is the powerful one, because that's what's going to get you to move towards it, is your why. Every single time you have an excuse, every single time you procrastinate or sit down in front of the TV, you're not serving your dreams at all. If you have a why that's big enough, then you will put all of this stuff aside that's holding you back from your dream, from what you desire, from your dreams. Okay, your why has to be so powerful that it can fight all of these urges that you have to go back into the past programming. Okay, so we're going to focus on the why, and then we're going to create it through the picture. All right, and then I'm going to walk into a strategy with you. All right, so at this point, I want you to close your eyes. This is step number 1 in the thought process. No cheating, you guys. I hope nobody's driving. I hope everybody's at home doing this, because if you're driving, don't close your eyes, please. Okay, so I want you to put everything aside, everything. I want you to create that blank sheet. Keep your eyes closed. Create that blank sheet. Breathe in and breathe out. Take 3 really deep breaths in. And release. And I just want you to see a white sheet or a white cloud. Clear your mind. I want you to clear everything and stay in the moment. Now I want you to go to a happy place. What makes you happy? Just keep your eyes closed. What are the things that you do that make you happy? I like the beach. I love nature. I love to sit up with my back against a palm tree, just breathing in the beautiful air and the sun that's beaming on me. Go in that place that makes you happy. Now I want you to see your life in 5 years from now. It is 2025, because we're still in 2020. 2025. And I want you to imagine what your life looks like. What does your relationship look like with your spouse, with your family, with your friends? What does that look like? Are you doing any traveling? What does that look like for you? How about your physical fitness or your health? What does that look like? What house or condo will you be living in? And where will it be? Will you still be driving the same vehicle, or will you be driving a new vehicle? What does that look like for you? And make it clear. I want you to see colors. I want you to see it all. Use all of your senses. Smell, your sight. I want you to breathe it all in. And I want you to Take it all in. All right. Now open your eyes. I don't know about you, but I was in some really great places. So, step number 2. This is it. Now you're in creation. I want you to start writing down everything that you saw when you had your eyes closed and you were envisioning what it looks like in 5 years from now. Write it all down. Whatever it is. Do you want to have more free time to be with your family? Did you see a lot of family time there? Did you see more travel in your life? Did you see a new home for your family? Condos? And maybe a new vehicle? Maybe you saw your kids going to a great university without the burden of debt. Maybe you saw giving more. Whatever it is that you saw, I want you to write it down. Maybe it's because you wanted to be a great leader. I know a lot of you who are in this session are business partners with us. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, what do you want to accomplish as an entrepreneur? So write it all down. And I want you to keep writing it even after this session is finished. Because I continually write things down because sometimes things come to my mind when I least expect it. And I go back to the sheet and I write it down. And then I find pictures so I can add it into my vision boards for my future. All right. So constantly write things down that you truly desire to manifest into your life, whether you want to be more, do more, and have more, whatever it is, put it on the board. No limitations. Don't let any step of your past stop you from writing this stuff down. Because I can tell you, you can achieve anything that you truly desire. And the key is you have to believe it. I believe you can, but you have to internally believe you can and keep writing it down. It is a process, okay? It's a process, the whole part of it. All right, step number 3. Now, everything that you wrote down on your paper, you're going to categorize it in the 5 F's. Some of you might have wanted to make some investments, finances, you wanted to make more money. Whatever it is in financial, you want to put it in there. Okay, anything where you're earning, put it in this category. All right. So make a list of your 5 F's and take your goals, and I want you to put it and categorize it into these 5 F's. Faith, it also can be charity, fun, it's whatever you want to do, okay? And family and friends, could be trips, could be whatever it is that you want to do with family and friends. It could be, putting family through university, whatever it is, that can go in that category. Anything that has to do with fitness, health, put it in that category. So start working the categories. That's step number 3. And then once you start putting things in the categories, I want you to start writing or start circling the ones that are the most important to you now. What are the most important ones? You can create a vision board with all of it, but I want you to circle the ones that are the most important. Okay? So this may take some time for you. I don't know how big your goals and your dreams are. Some of you might have started something small. Okay. So the next step is to know why you want it. So the ones that you circled in the 5 categories, I want you to have a why on every single one of them. Why do you want that so bad? What is the difference it's going to make for you if you have that? How are you going to feel if you accomplish that? The deeper you go in why you want that, you should become pretty emotional. I know when I go deep into my why, I get teary. And that's when I know that I truly desire it. You know, a lot of people put on their vision board just, the outer world things on their vision board, which is okay. It's great to have things. But you got to know why, deep down, why you want to achieve it. So, for example, a home. Let's say you put on your vision board, you want to have a new home for your family. Great. So, what does that new home look like? So, you want to have some clarity on that. What does it look like? So, why do you want to have that new home? Now you're going a little bit deeper. You know, maybe your home's too small for your family and the kids have to share rooms, and it could even go deeper than that. How is it going to help the family if you had that? Okay? How is it going to make you feel if you were able to accomplish it? Because you need to be somebody different than today to achieve it. So, who will you become in the process? So, the why has to be very personal and very deep. Because if it's not, most likely you're not going to achieve the things that you write down on your vision boards. Okay? Or the pictures that you're going to put out there. So, you need to have a meaning to every single thing that you desire to do, everything you desire to be, to have, and to do. Okay, so this is going to take time. Take this time. I'm telling you, in the next 2, 3 days, 4 days, take this time, because the moment you hit January 1st, you are ready for a new life, a new beginning, a new mindset, and a new life. Okay, if you don't take the time, you're going to go back into the past. I'm telling you. I know, because I've been through every single process of attraction in my life, and I've done everything that everybody has done. And there's many, many times that I have not have not accomplished the things that I desired because I wasn't following through. Are you a person that follows through? If it's you were a person that wasn't following through 30 minutes ago and in the past, you can let that person go, because that person, you don't want to bring that person into your future. Okay. So now make that decision that today, now you are going to make those changes. Okay. So you are going to follow through as of now. Are you going to slip up? Absolutely. But you got to come back into the now as often as you can, every single day, because when you are focused now, you have all the power to do and to move into the future. Okay, so from now on, we stay out of the past. All right, and we move forward. All right. And the step 5 process is a vision board. Now it's the fun part. I love creating vision boards. I can, like, late at night when I accomplish everything I want to do in my day, I'll stay up. I don't watch TV. I'd rather do this and create my future. Okay. And then I go through some pictures online and I find things that align with my why, that align with my vision and my goals and my dreams. And then if that picture hits me in an emotional way, I use it. Okay, so take the time to do this. So you want to go online, magazines. If you have a bunch of magazines at home, albums, maybe some of your albums of things that you've done in the past, which triggered a moment that you want to do in your future, or maybe something better. These are things that you want to work from. And of course, you want to take live photos of places. I used to drive by really high-end homes, condominiums, and I'd stand in front of it and take pictures and put dates of when I want to achieve it. And it's so amazing on what we've achieved in our lives today because we made it a reality. Okay, so I don't allow money stop me from anything that I desire to have or be or do in the future. I never allow that to happen because I know that money's easy to come. It's easy to come, and it'll come to you when the time comes. Okay, so this is the process. So I take a picture of this, and it can look however way you want it to look. If you're colorful, make it colorful. If you're black and white, like Chris is very structured. I'm more all over, like to have, there's no order to it, where Chris is very aligned, and that works for him. What I do works for me. What you do works for you. So make sure your picture is on your vision board because that is your vision. Most people don't put their picture. I may be creating an aha moment for you right now. Okay. It is your vision board. You put your name on it because it is yours. You own it. You create it. You own it. Okay. That's number one. If your picture's not on your vision board and you've already created it, you need to put your picture on there. Is there a date that you created your vision board? Did you put that on the board? Okay. And you can put on your board your 2-year plan, your 5-year plan, whatever it is. Okay. On your board. On your board, you want to have little things and big things. So what I do is I create my big goal in the center of my vision board. What do I really want to accomplish? Now, we've accomplished a lot in our lives, and some things today are just as equal as others, because some of our biggest things we've already achieved. But I'm going to show you an example on the next slide of what I just kind of threw together, which is exactly aligned on the big things that I want to achieve in 2021 moving forward. And I put some dates on them. Okay, so relationship, that goes in your family, friends. Remember I said the 5 categories? So you want to make sure whatever you have in there. My relationship with my husband and my family is important to me. Okay, even if we can't be physically together, it's important because everything that my husband and I do is to serve. It's always about serving others. All right? Relationship with each other is important. And if Chris and I didn't put a date night, which is every Friday night, 5 p.m., anybody who knows Chris and I know that they don't text or call us after 5 p.m. Well, if you do, we're not going to get it till the next day because our relationship is very important. Date night is very important to us. We shut down, no business, no nothing. We're just in the moment together doing whatever we desire to do together. Okay, that's our Friday night. Whatever it is for you, you do it. Start creating that. This is important. You can get so caught up as an entrepreneur or having a job and always being away from your family. You can get so caught up in that. And then when you're home, you just have no energy and you don't have any time for anybody that you care about. Start creating a better life. You need balance in your life, but you also have to strive for goals too. That I understand because sometimes it's not balanced. Okay, so it can't be perfect all the time, right? We're human beings. So, charity, what are you going to give? Okay, I truly believe in giving back. What are you going to do to give back? when you achieve all your goals or in the process of achieving, you want to take a portion of your profits and put it into that category. Whatever it is that hits home, that hits your heart. For us as children, okay? Children that don't have. So we want to always find a way to serve. Um, Income investments, you need to have investments, okay? If you are going to have a successful life, you need to have uh, passive income, okay? So what are those passive income generating things that you're going to put on your vision board? Maybe you haven't even thought about that right now, okay? So maybe you want to add that to your goal list. Fitness, health, honestly, in my opinion, and I've always been like that, is you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the success in the world, but if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. That should be really high in your category of taking care of yourself. And it can be very small things to start, okay? From a simple, instead of sitting on the couch, watching a series program, go for a walk, whatever it is. Okay, don't make excuses. If it's cold outside, then just walk around your apartment or your house over and over and over, whatever it is. Do something to move towards better health. Eat better. Find different ways to have better nutrition. Okay, you'll be happier. You'll have more energy to do all of this stuff. I, if you want to do some renovations, maybe you want a new home, maybe whatever it is, if that's on your board, great. Some fun things, come on, let's have some fun. You can't always work, 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 and just, have all these other things. You got to have fun too. Okay, so create some fun. Chris and I have been having some fun in Florida. I don't know if you're seeing some of the stuff that we've been doing. We're really busy all the time, but we have to create that fun. So Friday night, date night is our fun night. Okay, we do fun things together. Okay, whatever it is that makes us happy. Self-care, taking the time for yourself, meditation, um, something, just get out of your head. I don't know if you're that person that's constantly, your head is just constantly going, 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 going. Get out of your head, because you need to chill out sometimes. Okay, so what is it that would make you feel good to chill out? Is it a nice bath with some candles? What is it? Whatever it is, you do it. All right, personal development. You've got to always be working on yourself, growing personally. That should be on your board. Kids, on your board. You also have to grow personally. What are some of the things that can help you move towards your goals and dreams? You need to learn some skills to do that. All right, not just going to school. What can you do outside of school that can move you towards some of your goals and dreams? All right, travel. Where would you love to go? I know that nobody's traveling right now. Very few people are traveling right now, but don't limit that. Put a date on when you want to travel next. It could be the end of this year, it could be in 2022, whatever it is. Okay, you put that on your vision board. Don't let the economy stop you from dreaming. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy right now. Obviously, you want to be mindful and safe. So you need to decide what date it is that you want to travel somewhere. Okay. So here it is. I put this together so you have an idea. Take a picture of it so you get an idea. And so January 1st, 2021, it's a little bit before January, but that is the date that I'm going to start really manifesting this into my being. And this is a 5-year plan, really. I like to always say 2 to 5 years. I may put my dates a little bit less because I know I'll work harder. Okay. Even though if it takes me 5 years, I'm okay with it. I don't know about you, but to achieve something that I wouldn't achieve if I would never put it out there, or it takes 2 to 5 years to get it, right? So even if you put 1 year and it took you 2 years, you're not going to beat yourself up. You're going to be proud of yourself. Okay, but put a date that's going to move you faster towards it. All right. So these are some of the things that Chris and I have a desire to do. Fitness is always a big thing for me. I was 34, I think then. So I have a dream to get my physique back to when I was 34 and I'm 57. So that's a big goal for me. So that you'll see me on social media doing crazy things because I have to put myself out there because it keeps me accountable. My relationship, my happy love relationship, my relationship with our family. I have a goal to have all of my kids and grandkids come to Florida all at the same time. That is a huge vision for me. Okay. So I put that out there on 2022 and I got to get more clear on that. I need dates. All right. On whether I put December 2022, you need to put that down on your vision boards. I want to start creating digital courses and to sell them in the industry on the stuff that I train. So I'm putting it out there by December 2021. I'm going to start a course. Okay, so I want to do some renovations here in our condo in Florida. I've got that on our board. I've even got some clarity on the things that I'm creating. So I want to share that with you as well. I want to build up 10 more diamond leaders in 2021. You guys know who you are if you're already on there on this session. I want to be part of the development of some new markets that we're really tapping into. I still need to put on the US as well. So I was doing this really quick. Chris and I have decided we were going to step up our game in social media this year and creating content this year. So guess what? We took a course, a 12-month course to develop more in our skill set, mindset, and working on different elements of excelling in our businesses. 2022, February, Bora Bora. I don't know if you've ever been to Bora Bora. I have not. I have friends who've been there, and oh my gosh, it's such a dream to wake up in one of those huts and just dive into the water and just totally do nothing for a week or 2 weeks and just meditate and maybe do some yoga, maybe recreate some new things. And oh my gosh, it's such a dream. I just get goosebumps thinking about it. And in Bali, I want to go to Bali in 2021. So what are the things that you created? See, I wanted to show you the visual of it, and I'm still working on it. Okay, so when I'm done this session, I'm going to sit down and spend more time getting more clear. Okay, so part of the process is clarity, and most people miss the boat. They put a bunch of pictures out there. There's not so much meeting. They haven't got a true why nailed down. They don't have the dates nailed down, and that is part of the attraction process, because things are going to present itself in your life that you're going to move towards it. Okay, let me just look at the time because I can get totally out there. Okay, all right. So let me share with you, when we left our excuses, when we lost our excuses, that is when Chris and I really found our results, because we're like everybody else. You know, we put things on our to-do list or your goals or your agenda, and it's easy not to follow through. You know it. But if you start letting go of the things that were stopping you in the past and you start moving towards what it takes to get the future goals, then you will achieve. That's what Chris and I had to do. We had to make a decision. Finally, we made a decision, well, years ago, but we made that decision and we said, enough. It's enough. And sometimes we catch ourselves, in that space, and we're like, no, we're not doing the thing that's getting us where we want to go. We got to stop that. But it's to recognize it. Okay, you need to recognize it and stop it. No more excuses. Write a big freaking sign and says, no more excuses, no more excuses, no more excuses. And then you focus on what you desire. Okay, so every time you have your goals, your agenda in front of you, everything you want to accomplish, and you get distracted, you need to see that sign. Okay. Something's got to keep telling you repeatedly until you get into that success loading mindset. Okay. When you are hungry and you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams and you take the actions, you can achieve anything on your vision board. I know because we do it all the time, all the time. All right. I'm going to give you the 5-step formula. Take a picture of this 5-step formula. Very simple. Huge desire. You need to make a decision right now whether you're going to move towards all those things you wrote down on your paper, okay, which you're creating in your vision boards. You need a mentor, okay? We're going to talk about mentorship. You need a strategy on how you're going to achieve it, okay? And then you need to take massive action. These are the 5 steps you need to do to achieve the things on your vision boards. Okay, it's not just about putting pictures out there, pretty pictures out there, because you'll never achieve what you desire. Okay, so in the desire process, what is your purpose? That is your why. Okay, so go back and have a look at that. What is your purpose? Because if you're not purpose driven, you will not achieve the thing that you want. It has to be deep embedded in your DNA. See, Chris and I, when we wrote this book, Freedom Formula, we wanted to talk about our journey in our profession. And we wanted to talk about the struggles in our profession. We wanted to talk about how we overcame, how we built up our belief system, how we worked strategies, how we built a large organization, all the challenges along the way. Okay. We had a purpose through this whole process. And that purpose was, and it always has been, to break the cycle of poverty. We are so sick and tired of having conversations with people who are stuck, who are not achieving the goals that they want. They truly want to have more money in their lives so that they could have this, and this, but they're stuck. Okay, so our passion, our desire is service, as I mentioned. So our purpose is to help to break the cycle of poverty around the world, because it is there everywhere. And in Canada, US, we call this debt. It's absolutely sickening. People who have maxed out credit cards that are barely surviving on their jobs' incomes. And we want to show people there's another way. Let's break that cycle. Okay, maybe you got to add on a plan B. That could be a plan A one day, but it's got to start somewhere. Okay, so you got to nail that purpose down. What are you passionate about? Because if you're not passionate about what you do, then you'll never get what you want in life. I am passionate about breaking the cycle of poverty. I am passionate about helping people live their dreams. Okay, I am passionate about that. So that is what gets me up every single day. We don't have to work like this. Trust me, we don't have to work like this. We do it because we want to help. We want to help you break free from that programming, that stupid past programming that we keep bringing into our future. Okay? What do you desire to be, do, and have in your life? You got to know that. All right? And you got to be passionate about it. And you got to know why you're doing it. Okay, so why do you desire this? That's your desire process. Decision. Okay, so what are you willing to do to get it? You need to know what you're willing to do to get it. Okay, how much time are you willing to put into this dream of yours? I don't know about you, but our dreams are pretty big, and I'm willing to put all the time that I have available to put into this. I hate wasting my time. I hate wasting my time on useless things. Okay? I'd rather spend my time doing something to help people grow than to sit on my butt, not serving anybody, and just, you know, I don't know, wasting my life away. It's just not for me. So, what are you willing to give up? You got to be willing to give up things. If you want to move forward into the future and have a great life starting today, what can you give up? Write it down right now on a piece of paper. What are you willing to give up? Okay. Or what are you willing to do less of? Write it down. Okay. What if you took that time and invested in your whatever, plan B, invested in something that's going to move you towards your goals? What is it? You need to know that. Okay. So are you willing to give up your comfort zone? Because comfort zone is the biggest killer. It really is. You got to be willing to give that up and move towards a better you. See, you're the example of everybody around you. Look in the mirror every single day. Are you a great example? Are you a great example for your children? Hey, kids, are you a great example to your siblings, to, great example for your parents? Are you being that? Step into that because you're going to have an amazing future. Okay. And why? The why keeps coming up. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to hit your target? Because life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Okay. So get rid of comfort zone. Mentorship. Find someone to mentor you on this journey. Okay. Surround yourself with people who have what you desire. Surround yourself. If you say, well, I don't really know anybody, go online. There's tons of people out there that are doing great things aligned with what you want to achieve. So find those people, they're out there. Learn what they're doing. That's what I do. See, I want to be better in social media. Guess what I'm doing? I'm looking for the gurus out there, not anybody. I don't want to follow anybody. I want to follow the best. Who is getting the best results on social media? I want to mimic them. I want to find out what they're up to. I want to find out how they're doing it. How are they getting these million plus followers, all this stuff, how they're creating groups. And I'm learning in the process and I'm doing that. What are you doing? What kind of mentorship are you seeking right now? So seek counsel only with people who are going to support your dreams. I'm going to repeat that. Don't listen to the dream stealers. Seek counsel with only people that are going to support you on living your dreams. That is how you're going to reach your dreams. Okay? Surround yourself with those people. They're out there, trust me. Strategy. Okay? You need a strategy in building anything, right? Or creating anything. So, what can you do right now to move towards it? Can you get more clear on your plan? Can you put a few hours every day to have what you truly desire? Can you put a few hours a day doing that? Maybe you can spare an hour every day. Whatever that wasted time that you're doing, what if you put that towards a strategy to achieve your big goals? Then that's what you want to be doing. What are you going to do right now? Okay. So you could be learning more skills. You could get more organized. I know that's a big challenge for most people is they're not organized and that's why they can't get it together. Get organized. Often people use time as the biggest excuse. I don't care how busy you are. If you sat down and wrote down everything that you do on a 24-hour schedule, I'm very sure that you can find time. And learn to delegate. That is a big thing. Learn to delegate. Okay, so kids out there, if you're doing this with your parents, I'm going to tell you if you want your dreams on your vision boards, you need to support your parents because your parents have to take time to do a plan B to get your plan A, okay, your goals, right? So you might step up and do some chores around the house. You might get some homework done without your parents sitting there 24 hours beside you. You understand what I'm talking about? So you got to help your parents for your parents to be able to take the time to build their plan B. Whether it's a side business, I highly recommend having a home-based business, learning how to earn income online. That is the greatest way. This is our future, right? So you need a plan B. And I love this cash flow quadrant. If any of you follow that, you know that Robert Kiyosaki, he has his amazing books Just look Robert Kiyosaki online and you will find him. And he talks about the employees. Employees will always be broke, always, always, always be broke. Okay. If you want to have success in your life, if you want to have things in your life, you need to be thinking bigger than an employee, which means you need a plan B of generating some income. All right. So you can have some better things in your future for your family. There's self-employed employees, there's a business owner, working from home, there's tons of things, and becoming an investor. Learn how to become an investor as well. Okay, so don't spend all your money. So if you have a job and you're not making ends meet and you can't go into these categories, well, you better start waking up and searching for this, because this is what's going to build your future, your great life. So, how many hours a day are you willing to invest in yourself, in your business, in your learning skills? And why do you want to do it? The big why. Okay. And action. You got to take action. And if you have big goals, you got to take massive action. Okay. Today is your new day. Today we're recreating, we're reinventing you. Okay. You are a huge example of what the future can be. You're the example. Okay. So if you're not happy with who you are and what you're doing right now, you get to reinvent that. That's the fun part. Okay. Love yourself for where you are always, but always find stuff to move forward. Okay. Are you ready to say goodbye to all your excuses? Are you ready to say goodbye to them? I know I'm stepping up my game and I'm saying goodbye to a lot of things that are not serving my goals and my dreams. Okay. Schedule 1 hour power hours. I love that. I love that. The book, Win the Hour, Win the Day. I love that book. It really got me honed in on having a 1 hour focus on doing one thing and being the best at that thing in that 1 hour. Okay. So if you're in business, it is a lot of sales, it's a lot of connection, relationship building, following up, following through, and building your business. So whatever it is for you, you need to be actively doing that. Okay. 1 hour power of moving towards your dreams and your goals. If it's fitness and health, guess what? 1 hour power, get your butt in gear, get your gym gear on, and do something that's moving towards your fitness goal or your health goal, nutrition. I like to plan meals ahead of time because I'm super busy. And if I don't, I'm losing time making a meal when I could prepare several meals and just heat them up in the oven. Okay. And have that time that I could do things. So actions are going to kill all procrastination and all doubts. So if you're not having a life of moving towards your goals, you're probably living in the excuse factor. Okay. So you want to get out of that zone because that is not serving you at all, or your dreams or your goals. And I want to end with having a grateful heart, because it truly is a magnet to success. It's a magnet to miracles. Always be grateful no matter where you are. Because often, Chris, a lot of people look at Chris and I and they say, oh, you have this and you have that. You're so lucky, blah, 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 blah. But they don't know our journey. They don't know the struggles. They don't know all the learning and the unlearning that we had to do to be who we are today. And every step of the way, we always had a gratitude book. Have a gratitude book. Write down every single day what you're grateful for. Even if it's one thing that you're grateful for every single day, write it down. And then, get good at doing that one thing that you're grateful for and repeating it every single day. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for? Who you are, what you have? What are you grateful for right now? Okay. And when you're grateful, you'll have a whole lot more wonderful things that are going to come your way. If you're not grateful, all of that comes back. I want to tell you that energy is so powerful. What you put out there always comes back in your life. Often I see online, you know, people focus on all the challenging things that happen in their life. And guess what? They get more of it. They get so much more of all the stuff. You know why? They keep repeating the same story of what's not going good in their lives. You know, whether they have no money or they've had accidents, and they keep repeating that story, that surgery, that over and over and over again. They keep repeating that story. And guess what? They get more of it. More of that comes their way because that's all they're attracting into their life right now. Instead of just being grateful where you are, and then start speaking on positive, great things that you want to have happen to you. You know, if you're not at the fitness level that you want to be, don't beat yourself up. Accept it. Take some measurements. Work a plan. Work your strategy. How much time are you going to put into that? How is that nutrition schedule going to work into that? Okay, so you need to work all this together. If you take everything that I'm showing you on this training to heart, I would love to hear your story in a year from now. I would love for you to do a nice video for me and send that to me. Because if you do take this serious, you will get phenomenal results. And I just want to thank you all, because I know it's a holiday, and you guys could be sitting down watching series. You could be hanging out with people. You could be doing, well, maybe not hanging out with a lot of people anyways, but family members, but you could be doing other things. And I want to thank you for taking the time to stepping up your game, to wanting to have more in your life, because you are going to be the influence of the future. Okay? What you do for yourself is going to impact others. And in a huge way. People are always watching you. They're always watching you on social media. They're watching you in your workplace. They're watching you. Might as well get them to watch you become great, right? To have better things, to do great things, and be an influence in everything that you do. All right, be an influence for others in such a great way that you're going to change somebody's life. There's nothing greater than people contacting you saying, whatever you just said or whatever you just did, it really resonated with me. It really hit me, you know, and you made such an impact in my life. How would you like to impact thousands of people's lives by you becoming a better person? I know you can do it. It's everything is a decision, okay? And a desire to do it. It does a desire, a huge desire, and take action all the time and moving towards that. But you got my email there, and I always give my number to people as well. But I'm going to open it up because I'm going to check the chat section. Hold on, I'm just going to close our recording here. Hold on one second. Session. Hold on. I just want to open it up. Okay. I want to unmute. Okay, so you're able to unmute. If you have any questions, I would love to spend a few more minutes if you're open to it.
Well, there has been a huge show of solidarity.
Does anybody have any questions?
People who want to help.
Hello, can you hear me?
And all your questions on here.
Hi there.
Thank you, Tammy. That was awesome.
Hey, Dad. You're welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
How is everybody?
Thank you,
Hello. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, you're so welcome. So happy to have all of you join this session. I really appreciate it all.
It's a nice being on this section.
I'm happy you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of 2020.
Hey. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Does anybody have any questions?
No, put Maki see first. No, let's test it.
Everybody's good?
I'm not doing the Maki. How do you know it's a child?
Well, have a great rest of 2020, everybody. There's no questions.
Test them, Maki.
Bye,
Go
everybody.
test. Test somehow.
No questions, no questions.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Tammy.
2020.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Bye. Bye-bye.
It was so good to have you.
Bye.
I miss our
Bye-bye.
traveling. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye-bye, Tammy. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Birthdays. Happy
Oh my God.
So I hope the kids had a great time.
Yes, indeed.
Umi.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Shalom.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Oh my God. We were like, how many participants? 85. Wow.
Bye, everybody.
Wanye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I think everybody wants to stay on. We miss each other. Unmute or undo your video so I can do a screenshot. I want to see you guys. Hello. Hello. I want to see you. Hi, guys.
Good evening. My address. What's it? Why?
Do anybody have questions?
Okay, you bye.
Good. I'm gonna end the session. Everybody's good? I can end the session? Bye, guys. Bye.
The fuck? What? How would live?
Bye, everybody. So Peter, did you get all your questions in the process? I know you were on early. Bye, everybody.